Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to put in front of you Division 1 veterans the challenge to rate the Incursion. Now, many of us know that we have our favorite Incursions, and as you can see, I'm here in Falcon Lost because I wanted to kind of talk about this Incursion, and I think that's the benefit for, new players, people who are just joining the Division 2 community and, have never played the Division 1 end game. Now, for those of you who know this Incursion, this was the first Incursion that was put in the Division game. It's an Incursion is like a mini raid, 4 players. You can solo this one. You can solo basically almost all of them. It's very hard, very challenging concept to try. But there's one of them that you can't solo in the traditional sense because you have to push a button simultaneously with another player. So usually people have somebody join them and push that button and then leave the group if they do it solo. That's the best way people have done it. But the really cool thing about this Incursion that I would say is it takes place, every single thing takes place in this arena. It is an arena style Incursion, and your goal is to destroy that APC over there. I mean, I know many of you are thinking APC. I thought that was in Wall Street. Well, the APC concept has been in the Division. The mechanic has been there, but this APC is a whole different APC. It's got 2 turrets by it. And you plant bombs after taking the bomb from taking down an NPC that shows up in specific waves. This is my favorite Incursion. It is basically everybody else's not so great Incursion. Like, a lot of players in the Division community don't like it because it's just in this one place. There's not a lot of moving around. Once you come in through the tunnel and take out the ads there, that's basically it. And as you're also playing through the Incursion, you're going to be avoiding, mortar rounds from this APC as well. And while you're trying to take out different waves of enemy NPCs, this Incursion is basically very memorable to me. There are different styles to play it, different locations. Back in the day when we didn't know, we'd all play it from upstairs here, but that APC would just keep targeting you like crazy. And, you just have to make sure you get out of its way. See, bullets, your bullet can't damage it, but you can take out these bad guys. But the APC is going to start, targeting you automatically and stuff very soon. So let's see. Let me show you that. So you really can't stay here. There's a tactic you can do by staying upstairs here, a tactic you can do by staying downstairs there in the corner, and another tactic by staying in the pit over there. There's another tactic you can do from up top here, but a lot of people don't necessarily use that. And you're going to get peppered the whole time. Enemy NPCs are going to be running up on you. They're going to be bothering your life. And this is basically what this Incursion is made of. So for those of you who like Falcon Lost, let me hear it in the comment section. APC is about to boom, fire. There we go. Very painful shot that it hits you with. But that's basically it. So let's go down memory lane and make our way to Clear Sky. Clear Sky was the Incursion that was very good for farming. I have to say for sure, this required a tight-knit group of players. So the goal is to kind of clear through multiple waves of some crashed chopper. And I'm going to run right in. I mean, you guys can see the footage that I have for you guys on how it works. And then when you guys make your way all the way down through these different places, your goal is to, turn on some power supply thing, a fuse to turn off a chopper's defensive system, because the Rikers have taken over it. That's basically Clear Sky. It's a lot of enemy NPCs. They keep spawning. You have to make sure the objectives are done. And this requires very good coordination, very good builds, specific builds that work in a specific way. The goal is to try to melt all the NPCs here, and then you're going to go through this pathway, this container. You plant a little C4 charge, and you blow your way into it, and then make your way into the arena, which is another arena Incursion. Very fun, very good. And for those of you who've played this, I want you to rate this in the comment section. Is this your favorite Incursion or is this your worst? One thing about this Incursion is it can really challenge groups, because if you're not coordinated, what's going to happen is you're going to be melted. The enemy NPCs are going to coming after you. They're not going to stop. They're going to keep coming over and over and over again. And it's left to you and your team to actually get the job done. And then this is Stolen Signal. Stolen Signal, in my opinion, is, even though it's not my favorite, I beat it only once. That's as much as I wanted to do because it was very difficult. Once I beat it once, I said, nah, man, I'm good. I am good. I am not touching this anymore. Now, This is also a Rikers controlled incursion. They were the ones that were fortunate enough to get 2 incursions in this game. And your job is to actually go in here, and they've taken over a radio station or a broadcasting station. I can't remember if it's TV or radio. I think it's TV. And you go into 4 different arenas to, take care and save JTF members. Very tight coordination needed, good builds, good knowledge of the incursion itself. It was, in my opinion, the best designed incursion in Tom Clancy's The Division. That is for sure. Now, it may not be everybody's favorite, but you cannot deny how well this incursion was put together. I mean, there's no doubt as to the dynamic level of the incursion, the enemy NPC archetypes that you have to fight against when you get in there, and all the tasks and all the things that you have to overcome. Best incursion, in my opinion. Nothing can in my opinion, challenge the way this was designed. In fact, a lot of the systems that you see in Operation Dark Hours is definitely from here. You can't like deny how much this incursion basically influenced Operation Dark Hours. Yeah, it's a TV station, and you have these different 4 studios, 1, Studio 1, Studio 2, Studio 3, and Studio 4 that you have to go into in order for you to be able to get these save the JTF members that have been kidnapped. And that was basically the premise for this incursion. Very good incursion, I'm not gonna lie. Beat it only once, but that's because, I told you, it took a while for us to get used to it. And a lot of the casual players in us, it doesn't take long, honestly. The enemy NPC had a very different mechanic where you had to avoid him at some times. It was very different from all the other incursions, and that's why a lot of people do like it. So, I'm gonna let them melt me. And I'm going to go ahead and fast travel to Dragon's Nest, because I saw somebody say that Dragon's Nest was their favorite incursion. I don't know how that's even possible, but we're going to take a look at Dragon's Nest. I can't get into the arena unless I have footage, and I don't have footage from Division 1. Sorry. And so this incursion was good for farming because there were 4 bosses that you met in the middle of the incursion, and then you met like a big old tanker at the end that dropped gear for you. So this is something that made me kind of, question a lot of the decisions to bring out raids in the Division, because they're not part of the game. In my opinion, I don't think raids should be in the Division, honestly. I mean, they're fine, but they cause so much of a heartache and they cause so much discouragement that it's almost not worth it, for many players. And incursions were kind of the way to go, because you could just, learn the system through a specific point and not get like this huge surprise at the end called like, Razorback or something like that. But hopefully we'll see the next raid. Hopefully it does have good systems and mechanics that are not discouraging, that actually work for people to be able to manage and play it and continue playing. Because if this next raid is good, then I won't be making the argument for incursions, honestly. But at the same time, 8 people, coordination, I have a feeling it's still going to have that same rub that Dark Hours did on most of the community. So rate these incursions according to which is your favorite. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I appreciate you guys so much for watching the content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.